Billahi minash shaitan rajim. Sura 26, Al-Shura, the poets. This surah has 227 number of verses. It is the 12th initialed surah, 8th initialed revealed, and 47th revealed overall. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the All-Gracious, the All-Merciful. Ta, Sin, Mim. These are the proofs of this clarifying scripture. You may blame yourself because they are not believers. If we will, we could send down from the sky a sign that makes them bow their necks humbly. And there was not a single reminder from the All-Gracious fully narrated that they did not object. Then indeed they disbelieved. Therefore, they will soon receive the results of their mockery. Do they not see all kinds of beautiful plants that we grow out of the land? Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed, your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. And when your Lord called upon Moses to go to the people who are committing injustice, the people of Pharaoh, that they may become God-fearing, he said, Lord, I indeed fear that they may reject me, and I may get angry, and I may become tongue-tied. Therefore, send for Aaron. And they have a charge against me. I therefore fear that they may kill me. He said, No, it will not be so. Therefore, the two of you go with our signs. Indeed, we will be with you, listening. Thereafter, the two of you go to Pharaoh and say, We are indeed messengers of the Lord of the multiverse. You shall let the children of Israel go with us. He said, Did we not raise you among us as a son, and did you not live many years of your life amongst us? And you did whatever you wanted to do, and you are unappreciative. He said, I did it because I was astray. Then I ran away from you because I feared you. My Lord then granted me wisdom and made me one of the messengers. And this is a blessing that he has bestowed upon me while you enslaved the children of Israel. Pharaoh said, And what is the Lord of the multiverse? He said, The Lord of the vacuum and matter, and what is in between them, if you are certain. He said to those around him, Are you listening to this? He said, Your Lord and the Lord of your forefathers. He said, Indeed, your messenger who has been dispatched to you is crazy. He said, The Lord of the east and the west, and what is in between them if you possess intelligence. He said, If you take any god but me, I will surely imprison you. He said, What if I show you a proof? He said, Bring it then if you are truthful. He therefore threw his staff, and it became a real serpent. He took out his hand, and it was white to the onlookers. He said to his audience, Indeed, he is a knowledgeable magician. He wants to evict you from your homeland with his magic. What do you then suggest? They said, Let us keep him and his brother here, and send out to cities to gather and bring you every knowledgeable magician. The magicians congregated on an agreed day, and the people were told, Would you also come? We will indeed follow the magicians if they happen to be the winners. Then the magicians came. They said to Pharaoh, Would we be rewarded if we win? He said, Of course, and you will indeed join the elite. Moses told them, Throw whatever you have to present. They then threw their ropes and sticks and said, By Pharaoh's majesty, we will indeed be winners. Then Moses threw his staff, whereby it swallowed what they fabricated. The magicians fell prostrate. They said, "We believe in the Lord of the multiverse, Lord of Moses and Aaron." He said, "Did you believe before I granted you permission? Indeed, your great one shall be the one who taught you magic. Therefore you will soon find out. I will surely cut off your hands and your feet on the alternate sides and crucify you all." They said, "We have no fear. We will indeed return to our Lord. We surely hope that He forgives our wrongs now that we are the first to believe." And we inspired Moses, "Leave during the night with my servants. You will indeed be pursued." Then Pharaoh sent emissaries to the cities. Indeed, these are only very few. They have really made us enraged. We will indeed prepare for this. We therefore evicted them from paradises with flowing springs and treasures and an honorable position. We thus made the children of Israel the inheritors. They therefore chased them towards the east. Then once the people of Moses saw the two groups, they said, "We will indeed be captured." He said, "Not so. Indeed, my Lord is with me and He will guide me." We then inspired Moses, "Hit the sea with your staff. It will part and each side will be like a great mountain." And we let them pass and saved Moses and all those who were with him. We then drowned the others. Indeed, in this there is a sign, and most of them were not believers. And indeed your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. And recite to them the history of Abraham, as he said to his father and his people, "What are you worshipping?" They said, "We worship statues and we are totally devoted to them." He said, "Do they hear you when you call them? Or do they benefit or harm you?" They said, "We found our parents doing this." He said, "Do you realize what you are worshipping, you and your fathers before you? These are indeed my enemies, but not so the Lord of the multiverse. He is the one who created me, and then He guides me. And He is the one who feeds me and waters me. And when I get sick, He heals me. And He is the one who puts me to death, then resurrects me. And He is the one who hopefully forgives my errors on the day of faith. Lord, grant me wisdom and let me join the righteous, and make my tongue utter the truth when dealing with others, and make me the inheritor of the blessed paradise. And forgive my father, indeed he is one of the strayers. And do not humiliate me on the day of resurrection, the day that neither money nor sons will benefit, only those who come to God with a peaceful heart. And paradise will be brought closer to the God-fearing, and the inferno will be visible to the transgressors. And they will be told, "Where are those things you used to worship besides God? Are they helping you, or do they need help themselves?" Then they will be piled up therein together with the transgressors, as well as the armies of Iblis, all of them. They said, while fighting therein, "By God, we were in manifest straying when we equated you to the Lord of the multiverse. We were misled by the guilty. We therefore have no intercessors and no true close friend. If only we could get another chance, we would then become believers." Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed, your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. The people of Noah rejected the messengers. when their brother Noah said to them, "Would you not become God-fearing? Indeed, I am an honest messenger to you. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey. I do not ask you for any wage. My wage comes from the Lord of the multiverse. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey." They said, "Should we believe for your sake, while the worst have followed you?" He said, "I have no knowledge of their actions. Their reckoning only rests with my Lord, if you understand. And I will never abandon the faithful. I am only a manifest warner." They said, "O Noah, if you do not refrain, we will stone you." He said, "Lord, indeed my people have rejected. Therefore, take me away from them victoriously and save me and the faithful along with me." We saved him and those with him on the loaded ship. We then drowned the rest. Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. Ad rejected the messengers. When their brother Eber said to them, "Would you not become God-fearing? Indeed, I am an honest messenger to you. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey. I do not ask you for any wage. My wage comes from the Lord of the multiverse. You build all kinds of signs in every high place just to play, and you manufacture things as though you are going to be immortal. And when you strike forcefully. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey, and fear the one who continues to give you your knowledge, who continues to give you livestock and sons, and gardens and springs. I fear for you the suffering of a great day." They said, "It is the same for us if you enlighten us or do not enlighten us. This is nothing but the same as previous generations. We will never suffer." They rejected him, consequently we annihilated them. Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. Thamud rejected the messengers when their brother Saleh said to them, "Would you not become God-fearing? Indeed, I am an honest messenger to you. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey. I do not ask you for any wage. My wage comes from the Lord of the multiverse. Do you think you will be left alone here secure in gardens and springs, and the crops and date palms with beautiful blossoms, and you carve homes in the mountains skillfully? Therefore, you shall fear God and obey. And do not obey the ways of the transgressors, those who corrupt the land and never do any righteous deed." They said, "Indeed, you are bewitched. You are no more than a human being like us, so bring us a sign if you are truthful." He said, "Here is this camel. She drinks on a different day from your known drinking day. And do not touch her with any harm, lest you will incur a suffering on a great day." Later on, they maimed her and ended up sorry the next day. Consequently, they endured the suffering. Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed, your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. The people of Lot rejected the messengers. When their brother Lot said to them, "Would you not become God-fearing? Indeed, I am an honest messenger to you. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey. I do not ask you for any wage. My wage comes from the Lord of the multiverse. Do you prefer males of the world and abandon what your Lord has created for you as wives. You are truly transgressing people. They said, O Lot, if you do not refrain, we will deport you. He said, Indeed, I despise your actions. Lord, save me and my family from their acts. We therefore saved him and his family altogether, except the old woman who remained with the doomed. We then turned it upside down and showered them with a shower. What a miserable shower for those who had been warned. Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed, your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. The dwellers of Ai rejected the messengers. When Jethro said to them, Would you not become God-fearing? Indeed, I am an honest messenger to you. Therefore, you shall fear God and obey. I do not ask you for any wage. My wage comes from the Lord of the multiverse. Be honest when measuring and do not cheat, and weigh with an equitable scale. Do not cheat people out of their belongings, and do not use matter wickedly as corrupters. And fear the one who created you as well as the early generations. They said, You are indeed bewitched, and you are no more than a human being like us, and we think that you are a liar. Therefore, bring down masses from the sky if you are truthful. He said, My Lord knows best what you are doing. Therefore, they rejected him, and the suffering of the day of the canopy overwhelmed them. Indeed, it was suffering of an awesome day. Indeed, in this there is a sign, but most of them are not believers. And indeed, your Lord is the Almighty, the All-Merciful. And indeed, this is a revelation from the Lord of the multiverse. The honest Spirit revealed it into your heart in order to make you one of the warners. In a perfect Arabic tongue, it was indeed in the previous scriptures. Is it not a sign for them that the scholars of the children of Israel know about it? Had we revealed it to non-Arabs, and if we had you recite it to them, they would have not believed. We thus fix it in the hearts of the guilty. They will not believe in it until they come face to face with the painful suffering. It will come upon them suddenly, and they cannot perceive. Then they say, Can we have a respite? Did you not long for our punishment? Did you not see that we provided for you for years? Then it came to you what was promised. Their provision did not enrich them in the least. We never annihilated any community without warning. A reminder, and we are never unjust. The demons never revealed it. It is above them, and they can never do it. They are indeed forbidden from listening to it. Therefore, do not call upon another God besides God, lest you will suffer. You shall warn your relatives who are close to you, and you shall lower your wings for your followers who are faithful. And if they rebel against you, then say, I am not responsible for your actions, and put your trust in the Almighty, the All-Merciful, the one who sees you when you rise, and as you lead by example amongst the worshippers, indeed he is the All-Hearer, the All-Knower. Shall I inform you of those whom the demons descend upon? They descend upon every fabricator, sinner. They pretend to listen while most of them are liars, and the poets are followed by the transgressors. Do you not see that they are like weather vanes? And indeed they preach what they do not practice. Not so are those who attain faith, and lead a righteous life and commemorate God frequently, and they shall attain victory after having suffered injustice, and the unjust will soon find out their final destiny.